Hello everyone and welcome back to another Star Wars figure review. Next up for you today we're going to be taking a look at another figure from the Attack of the Clones wave of the vintage collection. This time around is probably my favourite bounty hunter, and it's this guy here, Jango Fett. It's been a while since I've reviewed a Jango Fett figure, and this is definitely a very cool one to pick up where I left off. It's a kit bash of previous Jango Fett figures, and I'll get on to some of those details in a minute. But first up, we're going to take a look at the packaging that this guy comes in. Very cool image on the card back there. It's not a still image from the film, but it's probably one of the most realistic and cool looking photoshopped mock-ups that I've seen on a vintage card back so far. So I kind of like that. Obviously you've got the Attack of the Clones logo at the top of the card there as well. And on the back you've got the image of the original Jango Fett figure from the Power of the Jedi Attack of the Clones sneak preview wave from 2000 to 2002. You've also got the vintage collection description at the side, along with the rest of the wave pictured along the bottom of the card. This is definitely a figure that I wouldn't mind picking up again if I can find it, just to keep on its packaging. I'm sure this guy will look absolutely awesome when put alongside a carded Boba Fett. So definitely worth picking up. So there is Jango's packaging. Onto the actual figure. At first glance it kind of looks like the Saga Legends apartment Jango Fett figure that's been available for the past few years, although upon closer inspection it is actually quite significantly different. In terms of accessories, he comes with a removable helmet, and he's got probably one of the best Jango Fett head sculpts underneath. The skin tone's been corrected as well, so he looks a lot more exotic. And you can replace the helmet with Jango's, what I'm assuming is like some sort of flight communication gear that we see him wear when he's flying Slave 1. So that's very cool. He also comes with a jetpack, which is the one he uses before this one gets destroyed on Kamino. Obviously, Jango's jetpacks are significantly different when put side to side. This is the jetpack he uses after this one gets destroyed. And the very cool thing about this jetpack is the fact that the missile can be removed, and as you can see it's got this sort of flame effect going on the bottom, so it can be like, if you play with your figures you can shoot it out and have it flying after Obi-Wan or something, sort of a heat-seeking missile of sorts, and that can be slotted back inside the jetpack like so, which is very cool. Really do like that feature. And of course the jetpack itself is removable as well. Obviously Jango Fett wouldn't be Jango Fett without his signature blaster pistols. And a very cool addition to this figure that wasn't available on previous Jango Fett figures is the blades that are included on the wrist gauntlets, as I'm sure you can see there, which are very cool. Looks really deadly. Of course the poncho is removable. Now the poncho hasn't actually been made out of the same sort of material that the first one was. This one is much softer and it flows a lot better over the body, in my opinion. Just looks a lot better. The only gripe I have with it is the fact that one sleeve is longer than the other, and this is an issue that was quite a problem with the original apartment Jango. But in terms of the quality of the soft goods, this is much better. So very cool. As I said, the poncho can be removed, and it can prove quite fiddly to do, although I will do that for you now just to give you a better look at Jango Fett's armour underneath. I do apologise if this takes quite a while to do, but as I said it is quite a fiddly job, so my apologies. As I said, this figure is a partial retool of a previous Jango Fett figure, and that is the Fett Legacy Evolutions pack that was released in 2008. This figure has been repainted, and obviously the gauntlets are different as well as the jetpack of course. the body has been repainted so that the colour of the bodysuit is much more accurate to how we see Jango in the movie. As opposed to being blue, this time around it's purple, which is much better. And obviously you get a better look at the gauntlets there as well, with the blades on, which look very, very cool. The gloves have also been repainted darker, as well as the boots. And in terms of articulation, this is probably one of the best Jango Fett figures available. This guy has a ball jointed neck, ball hinged shoulders and elbows, swivel forearms, a ball jointed torso, swivel hips, ball hinged knees and ball hinged ankles. Although I would put a safe bet on saying that we're probably going to see a Jango Fett figure later on down the line with ball jointed hips. Just once again show you Jango with his flight gear in place. Very, very cool figure in my opinion, definitely one worth picking up and one of my overall favourites from this wave. So there we go, that is Jango Fett from the Vintage Collection Wave 4. Hope you've enjoyed having a look at this figure. I'll be back with some more reviews of figures from this wave next, so stay tuned for those. And as always, until next time, keep collecting and may the force be with you.